Zaina appeared on the Viall Files, and the things that she said, it's starting to click and further my theory about JR. If you haven't seen my other videos on the Black by Reality podcast, my theory is that JR was showing interest in Sandy more because of what she represents and what he thinks he can gain from her. And a big part of that also has to do with race. And also, his trial marriage and him being so invested in Sandy was equally about Nick and the other men's reaction to him than anything. Now, Zaina said that they very much had a real relationship before the show, but when he started focusing on his fitness personal trainer journey, he actually did not want to post her and told her to stop commenting on his Instagram. So he appears single and there would be more people invested in him. Now, Nick Viall said that's weird and isn't the case, but it's like we live in the real world. Some delusional people absolutely want their influencers to be single so they can delusionally in their mind think, I can get them. Not a defense, but an acknowledgement of the thinking. Now, Zaina said that she learned a lot about this trial marriage from watching it along with us, but the big thing is that JR also told her he wasn't attracted to Sandy. And she brought up how JR talked about, oh, Sandy's family invited me to Christmas. It was more because he was focused on getting a reaction out of Nick than her own feelings. And after hearing that, I'm like, JR, especially since we heard that he grew up poor, I think is so focused on the money, and the ultimatum is kind of a job. He should really be thanking Zaina for giving him that ultimatum. But also, I think he showed interest in Sandy because, and he got lucky, she was the one person to show interest in him, and she ends up being the lone girl left on this cast. And you know, Netflix, they were gonna pump her up no matter what, so he should be showing interest in getting into a love triangle with her over being invested in his own relationship with Zaina. I already knew that by how he was talking about race in the beginning, like this man was social climbing in some way in his mind by focusing on her race over teaming up with Arya. But I think Zaina putting it very plainly, how he put his money and career ahead of their relationship, this is a trend. And again, that can all be going back to how he was raised. What are your thoughts? Please follow Black by Reality podcast on your podcast apps and on YouTube.